Picture this: 7 days, dozens of restaurants, and one goal: to find the most mouth-watering, jaw-dropping burgers this city has to offer. But what's going on? That's what's going down this week in St. Louis. Yes, every year, St. Louis Burger Week turns this city into a playground for burger enthusiasts. From juicy beef patties to succulent grilled chicken, from plant-based delights to towering masterpieces, there's a burger for every palate and preference. And the best part? The participating restaurants offer these delectable creations for $8 a pop. While we may have been a little early, I made it a point to head to a few of the participating restaurants and grab a burger the last few weeks. I checked out Bus Loop Burgers with Sienna. And I'll tell you, Sienna was just a little bit apprehensive. And I was like, you want to go check out this place? And she's like, yeah, okay, I guess, blah, blah, blah. We went there. We had the most amazing burger. And let me tell you, so Bus Loop Burgers, if you're not familiar with them, they used to be in the Wellston Loop. But they have since moved to St. Charles Rock Road. And I'll tell you, it was like 2 in the afternoon and the place was packed. They had a nice long line. It was like, what's going on in here? And we soon found out what was going on in there. So, you know that we've been working on this hamburger week, St. Louis Hamburger Week thing, right? So I was at a restaurant and this guy comes in and he's like got a snake, okay? The snake is outside. It's not in the restaurant, but it's like in a little cage or something like that. And he goes to the waitress, the server, and it's like, okay, I need 25 hamburgers, 2 for me, 23 for my snake. And she's like, what? 23 hamburgers for the snake? I was like, yeah, he's outside. I mean, I don't, they eat a lot. Don't, yeah. She's like, okay, no problem. So she goes back and a few minutes later, whatever, we're eating our burgers. And she comes out and she gives him 2 hamburgers, on the plate, and then 23 beef patties on the other plate, for the snake. And the guy's like, he's like, what's this? And the snake, you could see the snake like, like he didn't want that. So, the guy was like, look, no, the snake, he likes it just like I do. It's got to be, with the buns and all that stuff. And she's like, look, we're really low on buns right now. I mean, do snakes even like bread? And she just went on to, kind of talking about, I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. And then he just cuts her off. And he's like, look, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns on. We also had the opportunity to go to the Village Bar and Restaurant. I hung out with some of my crew, Abby, Ashley, and Myra, for this excursion. And the Village Bar, that place has been around since like the mid-1850s. It's really old. What's weird to me is I don't know how they ended up in the Pear, in the 1850s. I mean, what was really there? How did people get there? Was there like a horse and buggy that got them, to the Village Bar and Restaurant? But at any rate, Delicious Burgers, it's a classic, a world-famous restaurant here in St. Louis, and they are participating in St. Louis Burger Week as well. Also went over to Max Local Eats. So it's down over by St. Louis Community College, off of Hampton, kind of near Forest Park, and by the original Emos over there. Anyway, Max Local Eats, I'll tell you what, they were for real, because me and Imelda really enjoyed some burgers there. And I'll tell you, we got to talking about business, and we were just so inspired by these burgers that we came up with all kinds of ways to help our clients better achieve their real estate goals. It was just amazing, the burgers that they had at Max Local Eats. One of my favorites, the High Point Drive-In with Brittany, and we enjoyed amazing burgers there as well. I mean, it was incredible. This one is located over right off of McCausland, right in the High Point neighborhood, kind of between Dogtown and Forest Park, just in that little pocket. And if you've not been there yet, don't miss your opportunity to go check out St. Louis Burger Week and have a burger at the High Point Drive-In. Check them out, check out one, check them all out. And I've got a list of all the other participating restaurants that I'll link to for you so that you can check out some of these great places where maybe you've not checked out before, and you can create your own unforgettable memories during St. Louis Burger Week. Savor the flavors, share the joy. It'll be a great time for sure. And I can't wait to continue to enjoy the great burgers that St. Louis has to offer.